Here we go. Okay, welcome to Beauty and the Breakdown. I am your host, Sarah Huntington. I am here with my co-host, Heidi Fell.
Hello, how's it going?
How are you today, Heidi?
I'm sweating right now. It's a little hot, but I'm doing just fine.
You gotta get
One
those-
mental breakdown today, but we're doing well.
You gotta get those Botox shots in your armpits.
I need them in more than just my armpits. I'll take them all over my face too while we're at it.
I need them in between my thighs.
Ooh. Not the
Tired of that
chub rub.
chafing.
The chub rub.
The Kings Island chafe.
Gotta put deodorant on your thighs.
Well, anyway, this podcast is called Beauty and the Breakdown because we want to talk about the beauty industry. I met Heidi in cosmetology school, which was easily the
Longest.
worst experience of my entire life. And we'll get more into that. But I think what we want to do is we just want to make this a beauty podcast, but also make it relatable to a lot of people. So we're going to talk about beauty trends and ones that we hate, ones that we love, ones that are stupid. So Heidi, do you have a beauty trend right now that you're like kind of into?
Ooh, the TikTok trend of the white dots on the eyes had me in an absolute chokehold.
This bitch has been talking about these white dots under her eyes.
Easily have changed my life.
Single-handedly it changed her life. Okay, so I did that. I feel like it did not do anything for me.
Maybe you just didn't put them in the right place.
I feel like I'm older than you though, so I like the dark smoky eye. Like I kind of look like I got
hate the
beat
smoky
up.
eye. See, that was a trend that I feel like I never got on. Like the smoky eye, I feel like it I don't know, it made my eyes almost feel like sunken in.
Yeah, that's what I want to look like a little bit druggy.
I want to look like I had a really bad night. Came out of it semi okay.
I'm trying to look like a little bit meth heady. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely have tried to go on the brighter side of it, like the highlight, and then the dots are obviously a focal point.
You also have the
face.
white lashes going on right now too.
Also a good trend. I feel like that's been more recent. People getting the colored lashes with their extensions.
There was a girl that I had gymnastics with when I was a kid, and her mom wouldn't let her wear mascara, but she would let her wear just the white mascara. So she just always had white lashes.
How am I gonna ruin this bitch's life?
She's like, I can't wear mascara, but I can wear the worst kind of mascara actually. So she's always had this white crusty eyelashes.
So why would she not just wear nothing?
Yeah. I mean, that would have been best case scenario for her. Absolutely. But
I actually hate that for her 100%. That's terrible. But maybe you just need to find some better placement.
I do
I didn't do the all four. I feel like the 4 dots,
just have a constellation on your eyes.
No, I'm so serious because that was what the original trend was the 4 dots around your eyes. But I feel like that was almost too much.
This feels culty. This feels
a little too much.
This the 4 dots. It feels like you're gonna have to put your eyes up to something, and you end up in a cult.
I mean, honestly, like I said, it single-handedly changed my life. Try it. You might honestly love it.
Do your eyes feel brighter when you have them?
They do. I feel like I get a lot more conversation and compliments out of it too. I do. People are like, oh, I love the gems under your eyes. I'm like, oh, these? It's just my eyeliner.
It wasn't even about, I asked if it made your eyes brighter. You're like, yeah, actually, people love me.
People love them and me.
It's actually made me more likable, honestly.
I think it has, honestly. I mean, for the better.
I do want to talk about this. Heidi and I, we're trying to get healthy right now, right?
We're struggling a little bit, but
I feel like we're doing a good job.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, compared to where we were when we were in school, yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
I have eaten significantly less Taco Bell.
Same. Oh my goodness. The amount of chicken chipotle melts consumed in a year is tragic.
There was a tweet going around and it said that they were going to get rid of the chicken chipotle melt. And you literally go, Sarah, if they get rid of the chicken chipotle melt, what are we going to do?
Are we going to freaking do?
As if this single-handedly would ruin our lives.
I think that would have caused quite a commotion in the community. I think that would have been the worst thing they could have ever done, to be honest.
I think the chicken chipotle melt is the first thing at Taco Bell that I've truly, truly fallen in love with.
The only consistent thing that has stayed on your order through and through. You can never get a bad chicken chipotle melt. I will stand by that.
We got to stop talking about it now. We're going to lose all of our progress that we've been making.
Anyway.
But so today we went to our little workout class. We went to this yoga class, and the woman beside us, and you've seen her before. I had never seen this woman. Yoga is already one of those things for me where I I can't be serious. Like, it's already hard for me to be a serious person in general. And then when the instructor started telling us, what was she doing? She was like,
it was like, so she like did this pose where it was like in a lunge, and she was like, you're gonna like pull your arms all the way up, like full stretch up, and then like pull, she said, pull down the gratitude. And she was like, when you do that, I want you to let out like a big puff of air. So people were like, like, I'm not kidding you. Like, literally.
No, it was, the lady beside me was literally going,
like, yeah, like, and she was like, whatever, no, and literally followed that with, whatever you need to let out, let it out.
let
like,
all the toxic men out, just
let them all out.
And so I absolutely lose it at this point. Like, I'm trying to hold it together already because yoga already makes me just giggle. And I look at Heidi and like she's starting to laugh as well.
Well, I'm also not even doing the pose that she's saying. I'm in freaking child's pose on the ground.
So
like,
basically, Heidi and I go to yoga and we both sit in child's pose for an hour.
Whole time.
And then when it's time to take the nap, because you always get like a little nap at the end, which half the time we don't even make it to. We either take the nap or we just leave. We sit in child's pose for an hour and then we leave. So we're getting really healthy. But I
progress is everything.
I had to leave the room completely and try and.
Granted, this woman was also like, when we're supposed to be, she's like, the whole like premise of this is just like steady breathing, like deep breaths in, deep breaths out, like through all these poses. This woman is like, not even, she's in the back of the class, not even like with anything going on. She's laying on her back, like pulling her knees side to side, like moaning, making these god awful noises. She does this every time.
I forgot that we're on camera, so I can actually. She was literally at one point just doing like this kind of like.
Yeah, this woman was on her own time, 100%.
Like, also, why come to the yoga class if you're just gonna like sit there and do like?
She had her own yoga going on in the back for sure.
I will say though, I like the cycle classes a little bit better because I feel like in yoga it's very like gratitude and get your life together, and it's like breathe correctly. And in cycle they're like, let's fucking go, if you don't do this we're gonna murder your family. And I'm like, yeah, like,
and there's always like 3 or 4 people struggling, and they're like, we want it. Like at the beginning of class they'll ask you what your name is so they can ridicule you the whole fucking class to do better. It's terrible.
I hate when they, and okay, so I went to this cycle class without you for about 3 months and I did not talk to the instructor at all. She's like, do you know how to set up your bike? I'm like, yep. And
this bitch didn't have a fucking clue.
So I'm probably like just pretty much splitting my coochie in half on this bike because I wasn't ever riding it right.
Like feet coming out of the harnesses and everything.
Like just had hemorrhoids for the past 7 months from riding these bikes. And like the first time you went with me, we finally actually talked to this woman. She told us how to like.
It was me.
Okay, yeah, you talked to the woman and told us how to set it up. But I hate it now because now she knows our names.
See, but I feel like I would not have, like, that's where like you and I are so different. Like I'm like so willing to ask for help because I'm like, I'm not gonna sit on a bike and like have like my coochie cut in half like for an hour while we're cycling, and you're over here and you're like freaking like 6-foot bike when you're a 5'4" girl. Like you can't even reach the pedals.
That's worth it to me to not have them speak to me. And I just feel like I do like that they're like motivational, but I don't like when they're like, come on, Sarah, get it. I know you're only at 4 miles. And I'm like,
how do you know? How can you see it?
And I don't like when they walk around and they're like checking on you. I feel like I'm like I'm cheating on a test in class when the teacher would, you know, like when you knew you were cheating and the teacher would like start walking around, you're like, fuck, they saw.
Yeah. And you're just like, at this point, like, I'm just going to give it up. Like I might as well just cheat harder. Like,
there's always that one bitch with like her folder up too. Like,
oh my, yeah. Like she's like tucked in her folder, like not even like trying, just like.
And it was sometimes like the dumbest girl. That was like,
yeah, like no one would be cheating off of her at all.
I'm like, bitch, I know you don't know the answers. I'm not trying to cheat off you. Like, I know I don't know them either, but like, I'm not going to hide mine. You can cheat if you want.
Yeah. No, insane. But yeah, so part of us getting healthy was going to like these cycle and yoga classes. And then we did those like Studio Red classes, which those were fine. Those were never terrible, but cycle and yoga have been very questionable as far as like the class itself, the people who attend.
Studio Red is definitely my favorite because it's like, it's quick movement and I need that. Like my ADHD brain, I'm like, next.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's talk about some beauty trends because that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So I'm going to ask you about this one. Chunky highlights coming back. How do you feel about that?
Hate it. I feel like the chunky highlight trend is, I don't know. I don't understand it. I get like block coloring. So when I say that, I'm talking about like literally half a head is blonde, half a head is like brown.
That Kelly Clarkson one.
But like this trend here, it doesn't look good. Like I don't think it looks good on anybody. I don't understand it. I would never do it, but to one their own.
I love that.
See, I don't love that. I feel like that's like so, I feel like, okay, when we talk about like when you have a certain hairstyle, like that is a hairstyle that you have to be so specific in what you wear and how you style it. And like, it kind of like has its own personality. Like I feel like you couldn't wear like some cute little pastels with this. Like I feel like this is a very edgy look. You'd have to have.
When do you ever wear cute little pastels?
I'm not, but I'm saying like for me, like I'm saying for just like your general person that would come in and like ask for something like this. You know what I mean? Like whenever you had your hair like dark and like you had like your like money pieces. Do you remember like saying that you felt like you had to be like very specific in like what you wore and like you couldn't like wear certain outfits without feeling like it didn't go together?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel with like this.
I like them. I think that it makes you look super edgy. I hope they come back. Like I'm not going to get that unless it's in style.
See, but like in that one, in that second picture over, yes. The mom down there, like what is that? Like no, also, like people like that. Like people are like that are going to get these.
So
like,
many people come in and they'll show you a picture of a hairstyle on someone like Kelly Clarkson or someone really pretty, and then they get it. Not that I mean that woman. And then this fugly,
and then you look like that. You come out looking like first off, look at how far the blonde is. Like from the very first piece back. Like what were we doing there? First off, like what was the placement here? That's it, and like that too. This has to be executed so well to look semi decent.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that like with like. Any picture though, like people always come in with like a bob cut and it's like on this beautiful chiseled jaw model and they're like, I want this. I'm like, you're gonna look like Farquaad.
I think that's a problem in the beauty industry though. It's like I feel like, and maybe not so much anymore, but I do feel like it's like really hard for like stylists to be like very honest with people. Like that haircut isn't gonna look good on every face shape. Like that hair color is not gonna look good on every skin tone.
Yeah, like you're a pasty round face bitch.
You are a mom of 5. Like the maintenance on that's gonna be wild. You're not gonna be able to maintain that. I don't know. I don't love the 90s chunky highlight. I think that it's like one of those things that is gonna go like right back out of style. I just like don't love it.
Okay, even if you don't love it, do you think it's coming back?
I feel like I've been seeing it a lot more, but I feel like it kind of like goes back into, like I said, like the block colors, like the really trendy block colors. Cause like people are also doing like the checkerboard. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they have like the brown or like the black right here and they have like the platinum blonde and they have like the black back here and then the platinum blonde. It's like, yeah, yes.
But I also feel like that one is even more hard to maintain. Oh, wait, what the hell is this?
Over here, this one right here. Yeah. Something like that is what I'm talking about. It's like not really chunky highlights, but like, yeah, like in the one right below it, yes. That is what I feel like is more in trend, but it does have that chunky highlight feel. So like that I feel like is like, and again, I think that like if it's done well and it's on the right person, it looks good. But most of the time that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had the block color, which I feel like is definitely coming back more. But it's
like I used to do, I'm not kidding. This hairstyle had me in a fucking chokehold until I was like, oh my God, until I was like probably like 19 or 20. I did that peekaboo where I had like the platinum blonde on top and the really dark brown underneath. And I thought I had it. I loved that hairstyle.
Oh, I did it myself.
Had me in a chokehold.
You know what's crazy is this picture right here with the super block color. I think I was in like 6th grade. So this was 15 years ago. I did that style on my hair.
Wait, like this exact thing?
That exact thing in the bathroom by myself. And I like came out. So I was way ahead of the trend. I came out and my mom was like, what the hell is wrong with you?
What did you do?
I was like, I think it looks pretty cool. She's like, absolutely not. So I'm from a super small town, like no McDonald's, nothing, like tiny, tiny town. So there's only one salon there. I swear to God, it's like a barber who cuts everyone's hair the exact same. Guy, girl, my little cousin Emily went there.
You literally get a 3 guard all over. That's all you're getting.
I am not kidding. My little cousin Emily went to this salon that we have with her dad. She was like 4 years old and she came out with the same haircut as her dad. It was called like the signature Frank cut or something. Just Frank cut everyone's hair the exact same
You literally
way.
have like this catalog and it's literally the same cut on different people. You flip the page and it's like literally 25 different people with the same fucking haircut. And he's like, so pick a number. You're like, it's the same cut all the way around. What do you mean?
It's different people, same cut.
Different people. It looks different on a different person. It looks great.
He's like, see how good it looks on everybody though?
This man's like, I didn't need no freaking cosmetology or barber school. I did this myself in my bathroom. What do you think?
There's absolutely no way he had any type of licensing. And if he did, it was like some sort of 2-week program he went to in like the 40s.
It was an online certification.
So anyway, my mom takes me to this salon to go get it fixed. Thank God not by Frank, because I would have just gotten the Frank cut.
He wouldn't even fix the color. He would have just cut your shit.
Just a 3 all over.
Literally the definition of the guy, like when you go sit in their chair and you're like, what do you want? And you're like, fuck my shit up, Frank. Fucks your shit up.
He doesn't even ask what you want. He's like, I got you.
You get in the chair and
There's
he
no
immediately
consultation at all. He hasn't bought new like equipment. He just has that same pair of clippers he's had since he was 14 cutting hair in his basement. So my mom takes me to the salon to like go get it fixed, and she just the dark color does that dark color completely all over. So I had black hair, and you see me. I'm not a black hair girl.
I mean, I think that like in your phase you had it. Like I think if you went and had like the money pieces, like the bold, like blonde, like on like your halo or whatever, I think that you probably would have hated it a lot more. Like I don't think you loved that style, but like it fit you for like that time frame.
When I was sad? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You're saying that I looked good with that when I was depressed? Cool.
Yeah.
You're like, it fit you when you were
down
not
and
okay.
out. When you looked like you got less than 2 hours of sleep every night fighting for your life just to come into that building.
Hairstyle really fit you. No, it did. It was definitely a depression color. I think I do that. I always say if my hair is a fantasy color or brown,
someone come get me help immediately.
Give me help. I'm crying. I'm literally crying with my hair.
I'm begging for help without asking for it.
I'm begging for somebody to just save me. If my hair is blonde, I'm very happy. If it's any other color, I'm screaming.
See, that's how I feel too. Like, I feel like all the time people are like, oh, like, have you ever had your hair like brown? Like, how do you know you don't like it? I don't need to know that. I don't want to go down that road. That is so much work to have to get it back blonde at that point. It's not even worth it to me. I know that this is what fits me.
I appreciate that you do that because I have those moments where I'm like, I mean, I have dark eyebrows, so.
Oh, no, I don't care. I don't know what it is. I love the dark eyebrows with some platinum blonde hair. I love it.
It's definitely like kind of like the hot trashy girl in high school.
Oh,
not like
is that what I'm giving? Am I giving hot trashy girl vibes?
Not like the trashy girl, but the girl that definitely was down
Smoking
to like hang out in like a pickup truck, or just like she was always down to like be with the boys.
Okay, I will say that is completely inaccurate from what my high school years were, but I get the picture that you're painting here for sure.
She always had bedazzled jeans on and 17 rings.
She called her mom a bitch and made her buy Miss Me jeans.
Some sort of affliction shirt with 9 billion jewels on it.
Ew.
All right, another beauty trend I want to talk about is the slicked back hair look. Because I have a story about this.
Slick back ponytail, or like the clean girl aesthetic.
Yeah, the clean girl aesthetic. I like that one. And then also just like where they're literally like slicking it completely back, like fresh out of the shower. Like it's definitely like a Kardashian thing.
I was like a men's or like women's.
A woman's.
Like, do you mean like when they do like that slicked back ponytail, or are you talking about when they just do like a slicked back look with like their hair down?
Slick back hair with it down.
Okay, wait. Let's see if this brings up what I think you're talking about. Oh,
yeah. Okay.
No, definitely a Kardashian thing. It's giving me like Viking vibes. It's giving me. It looks like you haven't washed your hair in like 6 days, and you're trying to work with the
Zendaya, of course. And this is another one of those things where like Zendaya's obviously gorgeous.
But
she's
Zendaya
going to
can do anything. Like Zendaya could literally tell me to suck her pussy and I would do it. No hesitation. Like that woman can literally pull off a trash bag and look fucking gorgeous. So like she doesn't count. But everybody else on this, no, it's not working. Like Demi Lovato over there, God bless her soul. Nothing looks good on her. Poor girl. She's fighting for her life literally every second of the day.
Yeah, Demi Lovato definitely, she's crying for help with all of her hairstyles.
She's been crying for help. This woman literally... I wish she could. Oh God, she's a whole nother topic all on her own. I could go on for hours about that poor girl.
Okay, well, the reason I asked this one is because I did the slick back look a lot in high school, and it was because there was one time at
I'm so disappointed you just said that.
I'm so sorry, but there was one time at a football game, I like was in love with this man, and he did not care about me at all. Like,
and you thought this was the look that was gonna get this man going?
Here's what happened.
Here's why it happened.
He was like, I can give you a ride home, but it was raining, and so we got caught in the rain, and it was like so romantic. And I like got in his car because he had a car, not like first off, he had a car that he had put stickers on, and not just a couple.
Oh my God.
I'm talking at least 100 stickers.
Every single sticker he ever came across was on that man's car.
Was on his car. And I was like, this is so hot. And he looked at me, and I like, my hair was like in my face, and it was all wet. And he was like, you know what? You really pull off that wet hair look.
Oh my, this man gave you one compliment and you never let it go. You took it and ran with it.
Bitch, I came to school with wet hair for the rest of the year. I slicked that back, and I was always like, hello.
Would accidentally bump into him.
And I was on like the swim team, so I would just come straight out of chlorine, just slick it back, and just pray to God he saw me.
I bet he makes fun of you now.
He does, for sure.
Oh my God. She's the worst one. See, that too. It's like, I feel like some of these girls, like I get where they're going, but the execution is terrible.
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely have to have like your makeup pretty heavy and everything like that, like, or else you literally look straight out of the shower.
Definitely agree with that, 100%. I hate that look. That one's not a good one either.
No, I feel like, I don't know, some of these girls could definitely pull it off.
Yeah, like some of them it definitely works. Like is it like the Kardashians? Those are not too bad. Like I don't love it, but like they're Kardashians, you know. And then like Zendaya, she's always great.
Kim and Pete broke up. Thank God. Now he's mine.
I saw this meme of him freaking, I don't even remember who it was. He was like, let me see if I can find it really quick. I might not be able to find this, and it's not going to be nearly as funny as what I was hoping it would be.
I love Pete Davidson. That is just like my type of man. Just
I feel like he's like this generation. Like that was like the type of man like all of us like really wanted like in high school, or that we really liked in high school. And he's kind of just like that. Like
I don't think that's what everyone wanted in high school. I think that was definitely a you thing.
Liked the,
well, me too. Like that was definitely an us thing, but like drawn to the broken kind of people.
Like tall, broken, like skinny, malnourished, sad, mommy issue, a little bit of daddy issue, trust issue.
Look at him.
Yeah, beautiful man. Like very defined facial features, a nice set of teeth. Like he looks like he could ruin your life in the most tasteful way. Ugh.
And we've talked about this. Like, I like men to look like this. I hate when men are lumpy, and they're just like.
Sarah hates a lumpy man.
It's so gross to me.
Like Pete Davidson, literally, I'm not kidding. I would put my bare toes in this man's mouth. Like
it just looks like when you lay on him, his like elbow's gonna like kind of go into your ribs and hurt you a little bit,
but like in a good way.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And when like you have sex with him, like his like hip bones kind of like hit the side of your legs, and you just have bruises on the side of your leg for the whole week. But it was so worth it. Like
10 out of 10, highly recommend.
Definitely.
What a man.
All right, what else are we gonna? Oh, okay. So we took one shot before we came here because of who we are.
Cockroaches.
So we were chasing it with this bang energy.
Oh God.
Okay. Do you feel like energy drinks are healthy?
I don't think that they're healthy, but I do like, I mean, like obviously like caffeine, like there's like obviously in like large amounts are good for you.
It is good or isn't good for you?
Isn't good for you. Like I don't think you should have like caffeine in like large amounts. Like it's not good for you. What happens?
Other than like shitting your pants.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that like the Bang or like, what are the other like mainstream, C4, like all of those, like the ones that are like actually made for like the workout. What do I want to call them? Like not even the influencer crowd, but like the workout crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like those are all just so bad for you.
Like juice heads.
Yes. I feel like the Bangs are like, in the Alani Nu, that's another one that I feel like is like in that. I don't feel like they like taste very good. And like those are the type of people that are always trying to convince you that they taste so good. And I'm like, we're not drinking the same thing, obviously.
Dude, the first time I had a LaCroix, I almost punched my friend in the face. Because I thought like
Spicy water.
the way
Spicy flavored water.
the way LaCroix had been described to me and the way the can looked, I thought it was going to be juice. Like I thought it was going to be.
You had high expectations and you completely got.
And people were just like, it's so good. You're going to love it. Yeah.
LaCroix tastes like the only soft drink they'd allow in a dystopian future where no one is allowed to have emotions.
What was it like? It tastes like sparkling water with an orange truck driving by. Tastes like Sprite with a condom.
LaCroix tastes like if you were drinking carbonated water and someone screamed out loud the name of a specific fruit in the other room.
It's so true.
Cran raspberry LaCroix tastes like your office is putting on lotion. That's a good one.
And I grew up like drinking Mountain Dews first thing in the morning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so I was like, did you have you guys just never tasted anything good? You definitely were like milk children.
Ew.
If you like LaCroix, you were the milk children, the people that like.
Or you were like the kids, like your parents like wouldn't let you have like juice or carbonated like pop, like they like absolutely no.
And then they get LaCroix and they're like, it's carbonated.
Yeah,
and
like
they think it's so good. I'm like, it's absolutely
trash.
foul.
It's garbage. Yeah, I agree with that. But anyway, yeah. So I those though, I like the Bang, absolutely disgusting. Like, and I've seen a lot of people say that like it causes like chest pain and like other weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, nah, I hate them. I think they're disgusting. There's no flavor that's good.
I'm not gonna lie. When I've taken a little too much C4,
just let's hear it.
Snorted it up. But like I've been on the treadmill, kind of fighting for my life.
Oh yeah, like you're literally about to go into cardiac arrest. Your skin is tingling. You're sweating. You have ass sweat. You can see it.
And your mouth is super dry.
Oh yeah, it causes a lot of anxiety more than it should.
I also didn't know about the tingle when I first started like working out. The first time I've, gone back and forth, but the first time I ever started working out and I tried a pre-workout, I didn't know about the tingly. So I thought that I was going into cardiac arrest. I was like,
"Hey, Mom, can you call me an ambulance, please?
I've worked myself too hard.
Mom, I really did it this time.
I have overstemmed myself.
You're like, is this what this is supposed to feel like? I don't want to do this anymore.
I'll just be fat.
I've had enough."
I feel like I have been around the same weight my entire life though. Like I've gone up and down like 15 pounds here and there, but I was just thinking about like my old dance pictures. I have had this body since I was 13.
Oh man. I feel like I've had a lot of like weight fluctuations, but a lot of that's come from like anxiety ridden things more than it's been like
I'm not kidding. I have a picture of me when I'm 13 and I had these same exact love handles. I think they're called
built for greatness.
I swear I call them like the white trash love handles. The trailer park handles. Oh. You just have these tiny legs and I know what's going to happen to me. I'm so terrified because I look at my family and I see what's in store for me.
Yeah.
Not could be. It's going to happen. It's more of like a win. And I know that I need to get married soon because I know this is coming.
Time is feeling like it's running out. You're like, well, I still have this body and can snatch somebody within reason.
Yeah, before the spare tire comes. Because will you look up like trailer park body?
I don't know what this is gonna bring up.
It's like it's the big like it's your.
Oh my god, debt. Not exactly. Okay. Not exactly what we were looking for.
I don't know how to explain it any other way.
Type in pear-shaped body. I feel like that's definitely gonna get you what you want. We were just talking about this at work last night. We're like going through like body styles, and it's like you have this like. Please be on here.
It's not even pear-shaped.
An upside down pear.
Upside down raindrop.
Upside down. Yeah.
Upside down raindrop.
We're gonna find this body type.
It's like Mike Wazowski body type.
like little stick legs and like a really tiny ass, but you have these fucking like linebacker shoulders and a beer gut. Like,
it's like you
that type of body.
You gain weight back here in your
shoulders. Upper body.
And
top heavy.
Yeah.
Yes, very top heavy.
And I know it's coming. And I know you should love it. You love your body no matter what. But I just
your body.
I know what's happening for me.
Why is it not pulling up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The internet's not willing to
It's
jump
just
into
another
this.
thing. Can we play that Britney Spears video?
Yeah, give me a
Is
second.
that where we're going now? Is that what we're going to now?
People used to tell me I look like Britney Spears.
I feel like I haven't had anyone tell me that I look like a celebrity. I've never had anyone tell me I have like a celebrity look like. I honestly I love that because
I used to get Britney
Just look like
Spears when
me.
I was younger, and then when I got older, it turned into Lady Gaga, and I was like, ugh.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah. We'll talk about it after.
hands out doing the spin.
Okay, that's enough of that.
It cracks me up. Like I was just saying this earlier. Like this woman lives with people. Like, could you imagine just sitting on your couch watching like your favorite show, like cuddled up on the couch watching The Bachelorette, and all of a sudden you hear that coming from upstairs? I would literally take a pillowcase, run up behind her, and freaking choke this bitch out. I couldn't imagine.
Here's the thing. I did that kind of shit when I was...
I bet you do that shit now.
You're right. I
You
do.
do that shit now. Just
I
randomly
do.
breaking out in song and dance anywhere we are, anywhere in public. It doesn't matter who's around, what is happening. This girl goes full out on these vocals in
I do
any
forget
given time.
sometimes that I live with people and I'm just in the shower just, yeah.
She does. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
Never.
baby, how was I supposed to know?
Oh my
Something
God.
wasn't right.
And then I get this like really I just had the secondhand embarrassment where I just like start sweating when you do it. Cause I'm like, we were at TJ Maxx one day getting out of the car and she's busted out singing and there's an old man in the car next to us out of his car. She literally goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he was like, "I haven't had someone sing to me like that in a long time."
Oh, when I was a kid, I would record myself singing. I was telling you about this. I would record myself singing on my phone. I had a Razor phone, and it would be the most
Not the
god
Razor.
awful recordings of me in my room. And I'm not quiet. I was never scared of being loud in front of my family, just belting. And these girls on my dance team were using my phone, and they found the vocals. They were like, "Is this you singing?" And I was like,
It might be.
no. I was like,
You're
no.
like, wait, who's asking? Because it might be me.
It's not. Why do you think it's good? You think? Is it bad?
Give it a rating on a scale from 1 to 10. Please don't say anything lower than a 5.
How good is it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10. It's me. Yeah.
Would
That's
you? Yeah, it's
obviously
me. It's me.
Me.
It's me. Stop begging. I did that.
I have been a huge fan of karaoke my entire life. So
This is coming from someone who literally has like 7 karaoke machines at our house as well.
my dad does this thing where he finds something that I like and he just gets it for me until I hate it. So when I was, I think 11 or 12, he got me a lava lamp. I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Like, this is awesome. I love lava lamps." And so for 4 years for Christmas, he got me a
new
bigger
lava
and
lamp.
better lava lamp. And then it switched to karaoke machine. So the first one was just like a little microphone. And then the second one was a pretty,
Oh, the one that we have now is pretty badass. Like, it has its own like screen and everything.
it's Bluetooth accessible.
This man must have
To
spent a
my-
fortune on this thing.
It's probably $1,000 karaoke machine.
like it's a pretty decent
I've just
karaoke machine.
progressively gotten better at karaoke machines. But my family, in Ohio, you don't have to be a certain age to go to the bar. Your parents can just take you to the bar when you're like
Which that
9
is
years old.
wild. I didn't know that until literally like 2 months ago when someone told me that. I had no idea.
Yeah, you can just go like sit at the bar top. I would.
But like, is it just you can sit at the bar top, or like, isn't there like an age like your parents can like buy you a drink?
Yeah, 18. Your parents
Okay,
can
yeah.
buy you a drink, but you can bring a car
Baby.
seat to the bar top. They don't care there. It's lawless. And you can also, they have the drive-through liquor stores that you
Yeah.
can just go through. So my parents would always take me to BW3s on Thursdays for
Sick.
karaoke night.
Sick.
And I murdered.
Your Buffalo Wild Wings had karaoke nights?
Yeah.
What kind of Buffalo Wild Wings were you going to?
Was it you making fun of me the other day when I called it BW3s?
No, I don't think so, because that's what we called it in Terre Haute too.
Oh, yeah. I called it BW3s. I thought that's what everyone called it.
No, but I feel like they didn't like call it that. Like they called it that. I feel like in like high school, and like now everyone calls it B-dubs.
Yeah, BW3s. We had
Gross.
karaoke
Ugh.
night. I went one night, and so I'm up there and I am murdering Landslide by Dixie Chicks, just absolutely crushing. Well, my uncle
Had a whole crowd. The whole place was jumping.
Captivating. And my uncle is playing pool, and the pool table's like right in front of the karaoke. And all of a sudden, fight breaks out. It's, of course, my uncle. He's just like going in on this man with his pool stick, just beating the shit out of him. And some lady comes up to me while I'm in the middle of my solo. And she was like, we got to get out of here. There's a fight breaking out. I'm like, I know. It's my uncle. And I'm in the middle of something, lady. Like,
get back. You're going to have your turn.
Scram. We'll get to him later. So that gives you an idea of karaoke nights with my family.
At B-dubs.
All right, Heidi, is there any other beauty trends you want to talk about?
I don't think so. Nothing that comes to mind like right away.
Okay. Well, I did. Okay, so this first episode, we just kind of wanted to break in, let you guys know we do want to like start bringing guests on, and really just deep dive into health, beauty. I think we're gonna go to a chirotherapy class or whatever you do. I don't know, where they freeze you to death. What's the other
come back
one?
with frostbite, but it'll be worth it.
The one where you sit in a saltwater tank. I want to try that. So
I don't know what that one's called. I know it's like in a pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a place to float.
A place to float. Yeah. So we're going to try some things around. Oh, I want to do the scream yoga, even though I hate yoga, but I think I might like it if we get to scream.
Honestly, I love yoga. Like, I really don't understand. Like, that's like a good, if it's a good class and like the instructor is good, it's a good release. But like the one we went to today, absolutely not. I could have done without that. I was not into that at all.
Too slow. Yeah, I think that's kind of where we want to like take this podcast in and just kind of give honest beauty reviews. We both are in the beauty industry, but I feel like we both aren't typical.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you some honest reviews.
Yeah, some very honest reviews.
No one's paying. We're paying to do. No one's paying us to do this.
Yeah,
so honestly, we don't have any ties to anyone.
Yeah, and if anyone has any suggestions or like things you want us to talk about, like definitely reach out.
Oh, you know what we've been complaining about? Olaplex.
Yes, Olaplex is one of those really big trends. I feel like people are kind of coming off of it. You didn't know what I was talking about when I said this, but K18, it's like something like very similar, like in like the same realm. It's like a bond builder. I like that much better than like Olaplex, and Olaplex is like one of those things where I feel like it got so much hype, and like it's like one of those things where it works for like certain people more than it does others. Like for me, I have like bleached hair. I have been bleaching my hair for literal years, and like when this first came out, everyone was like, "This is perfect for like compromised hair, like really good for like damaged hair of any sort." And I like used it, and I really don't feel like I saw a big difference. Like if anything, like I didn't feel like it really made my hair softer. I didn't feel like it.
I also feel like you like for your hair to be soft.
I do. I also like, I want to feel a different, like I don't want it to feel like I feel like when I use Olaplex, it almost feels like dry, or like it almost feels like, hey, like it just like doesn't feel good.
I thought you were going like, hey.
No. And so I've been using K18 in place of Olaplex, like just to see how I was kind of like feeling about that. And like, that's been like, that one, I feel like a lot of people are using. Yeah, that one.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I think that one has done so much better on my hair than what Olaplex did. But like I said, to one their own. Like some people love Olaplex, will stand by it through and through. I personally like this one way better than Olaplex. And like this one doesn't have freaking 7 steps. It doesn't have like 8 bottles. You're gonna do shampoo, conditioner,
you have to shove it up your ass.
You're gonna put it in your freaking eyes. You're gonna go blind. So you can't see how bad your hair looks. But yeah, like Olaplex I think has had a lot of hype. This one, I literally loved this one. I think this one worked way better, but that was just me. I don't know. I like my hair to be soft. I like it to look noticeably shiny. I like it to not look damaged, and which is hard to do when you bleach your hair.
I like my hair to look damaged. I want it to look like me.
I like the edge.
I want to look damaged.
So wait, on this one over here, Wyatt, the pink one on the very far left, Sarah likes her hair to be on the left, and I like mine to be on the right.
I kind of like when my hair is a little bit dead.
Ew, a little crispy. She likes it to crunch.
It styles better.
I don't think so. I think it styles better. Like I think day 2 or day 3 hairstyle is great. Like day 1, I'm not doing anything with it. I'm gonna let it just be clean and straight.
I'm not kidding. I look with the first day that I do my hair, I look like a dog that's about to go win Best in Show. like a Shih Tzu that has the long ears, like, and it's just like
you had a nice blowout
flat to their face.
Yeah, I mean, you have like naturally straight hair though, right?
Yeah,
and so do I. So like, I feel like that first day hair.
When you look up Maltese show dog. This is literally what I look like the first day I do. It's just so flat and gross to me. That's what I look like.
The two hair clips like holding it back off your face too. I love that.
Dog.
You know what? That's about like the color I like my hair to be too. We're not quite there, but that is perfect. I love everything about that.
That looks just like my babysitter when I was younger.
Could you imagine waking up to that staring at you like sitting on your chest? I would fucking kick that shit. That would scare the shit out of me.
Where's my treats, bitch?
Wake the fuck up, bitch. I gotta piss.
How do they piss though? That's what I want to know. Like, where does it go?
All over their hair, apparently. They don't.
There's no way. They definitely put a cup underneath them for that show.
Oh, they would have to. Also, how do they get their hair that way? Do you think they use purple shampoo?
You know what I just found out? People that do bodybuilding, when
you're about to tell me something. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I think I know.
You probably know this, but they get that spray tan on them, and it's so potent.
Yeah.
That they can't sit on a toilet seat.
Yes. So real quick to go with that. So back when I was like 18, 19 years old, I had my small spur of doing bikini competitions. So like that first picture right there is what bikini competitions are. So like you go through this, I was going through a lot, like mentally, emotionally, like going through my high school breakup, whatever, cry a river. So I like did bodybuilding to like help distract myself. So this bikini competition or whatever, you fucking starve yourself for, mine was 32 weeks, had the worst coach ever. And then you get on a stage and you let these 3, 4, 5 old white men judge who has the best body.
You change your race.
Yeah. So anyway, we go into this thing and like, I'm not kidding. They literally funneled us in this room and there are these tents, like these individual tents that you stand in.
They're like,
and
get in.
It's like all of these like literal like middle-aged women, like soccer moms with these fucking spray tan boots. We're all in there butt ass naked, like spread out. They put 4 coats back to back on you before. The next morning after it's like processed, they put 3 more on. And then like throughout, if you peed or used the bathroom, if it ran at all, like so on your legs, you'd have to go get it touched up.
How embarrassing would that be to
go
be
up
out on stage
and have like piss marks on your legs?
Okay,
like,
so a girl told me that you pee into a Dixie cup, like you put a Dixie cup into your
no one ever told
swimsuit.
me that. And like I said, I was 18, like first competition, like dude, no, I was going and pissing in the bathroom like I normally would. Well,
I don't know if I have like a heavier pee flow, but no way would all my pee fit into a Dixie cup.
This is definitely one of those, like, maybe not, it was a trend back whenever I did it, but this is definitely something I would love to like deep dive into because I feel like this is like so underrated and like not talked about enough. Because like, I feel like this is like part of the beauty industry too. Like women have these like unrealistic expectations. Like it was amazing to see so many women like that was doing this competition like with me too. And every single one of us had like really catastrophic, like, after effects, like after it was all said and done. Like none of the girls I did competitions with are still currently doing them.
Oh no, I don't think it's a maintainable thing
not
to
at
do.
all. But I just like, it's crazy because I feel like we get into these things like with
it's
like
definitely an addiction, to an extent.
I would agree with that, absolutely.
I mean, it's not maintainable. Like like you've talked about like a girl that just like she's always like, oh, I'm 6 weeks out, and then she's like, oh,
I do. I follow.
Never mind, I'm 6 weeks out again, and
she's the only one. So this is like the only girl that's still currently doing them. She's on Instagram, has a new bodybuilding coach literally every month. Like she's tagging them on her posts, and she's like 12 weeks out, 16 weeks out, 30 weeks out. I'm like, you've been 1,000 weeks out. You've not even done a competition. Like, how are you still so many weeks out? Like, you've never posted about actually doing one since that one. And that was back in like 2017.
I would never do this. I don't have the ability.
Oh, it's like so much discipline too. Like I was literally working out like
I think I work out too much right now.
Yeah, and that's like 3 days a week. That's how I feel too. Like it's amazing to me that I ever was in a mindset that I was working out 2 days, two times a day.
I'm at 3 days a week right now. I'm real tired.
I'm literally eating cardboard and filter feeding oxygen like for calories. It was the
plain
worst thing
chicken
ever.
breast.
Yeah, I just plain chicken breast, oats with nothing on it, and then like water,
17
gallons
eggs.
and gallons of water. Yeah, my coach had me eating scrambled eggs with mustard on it or hot
Wait,
sauce.
yeah. So you
like-
drink 17 gallons of water, and then you're also supposed to fit all of your pee into a Dixie cup? No way.
Oh no, yeah, no.
You know when they have you like pee in a cup at the doctor's office? I'm always so scared. I never know how much they need, so I always panic. I'm like,
You open the door, you're like, can you give me a measurement, please?
they're like, we don't need much, but then sometimes I'm like, is that too much? Is that not enough? So I normally just fill it to the top.
Ew, I never fill it to the top, dude. I maybe go like halfway, and halfway to me it feels weird.
I never know when to pull. I just go until I'm done peeing. That's normally like all the way
Ew,
to the
what
top.
if it overflows and it gets all over your hand or
That's
some
what I'm
shit?
so worried
Ew,
about.
Sarah, that's nasty. I won't look at you the same ever again. That's wild.
Oh, okay. Well, we should end it on that. We should end on that note.
Until next time.
Heidi, let's go ahead and give you some plugs. Tell them where they can find you on like Instagram.
My Instagram is at H for Heidi. So is my Snapchat. And then I also have Twitter, but that one's kind of a long one. I think that one,
And you have your hair page too. Heidi is a great cosmetologist, and you are going to do such great things.
I hope. I only
With
cry
it.
about it once a day. My hair page is hair_by_Heidi. And then also my Twitter is at HEIDIINICOLEE3.
And that's okay that you cry about it. That's okay. It is
I cry
something.
once a day.
It is a hard career to. It's a very easy career to get emotional about because you are.
It is. I also feel like it's one of those professions where it doesn't get enough credit, like where it's due. Like people don't realize like a year of school doesn't sound like that much, but like that all jokes aside, the hardest, most emotional, like tolling year that I've done. And like I went 2 years in college, like I
And you
did
can
all
like
of that.
you can jack someone's hair up.
Yeah, and then like it takes a while, like even after school, like when you have to like put all this time in and like you aren't working full time, like you still have to get on your feet after school and like you're still not making money, and it's a hard industry to be in for sure. There's a lot of pressure all the time, I feel like.
The beauty industry, showbiz, baby.
That showbiz, baby. So if you are clinically ill and not medicated or have major anxiety, it is the industry for you.
It is. I will
Or you have
say-
a caffeine addiction, or you just like to torture yourself and listen to everyone's problems, or if you're an empath, really.
I will say I have never met a cosmetologist where I'm like, you're definitely mentally sane.
Yeah,
You're-
you definitely have it together.
Yeah, I don't see any issues with you at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Well, anyway, my Instagram is Sarah Pop Tarts, Twitter, Facebook, Sarah Huntington, and I'm also a stand-up comedian, so that's where I will be posting all of my shows and dates at, so you can come see me. All right.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.